Now you will listen the special update in English.
In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, complete shutdown marked by civil curfew and blackout will be observed tomorrow against widespread genocide, mass arrests, registration of fictitious cases against detained Hurriyat leaders and termination of Muslim employees by Modi-led fascist Indian regime. Call for the protest strike has been given by the All Parties Hurriyat Conference and supported by various Hurriyat leaders and organizations. The APHC appealed to the Kashmiri diaspora to observe blackout from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow and organize anti-India protest rallies in the capitals of host countries. It demanded a United Nations-led probe into extrajudicial killings, arbitrary arrests, torture and vandalism of properties by Indian troops in every nook and corner of the occupied territory. Pakistan has urged the United Nations Human Rights Chief to hold India accountable for its systematic violations in occupied Jammu and Kashmir, saying failure to do so would further erode the credibility of her office. During an interactive dialogue with the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations, Amir Khan, updated her on the continuing Indian human rights abuses and demanded a probe. Hurriyat leader Muhammad Yusuf Naqash, Jammu and Kashmir Employees Movement and Jammu and Kashmir Political Resistance Movement in their statements issued in Srinagar said that India is flouting international laws by crossing all limits of oppression on the people of disputed territory of Jammu and Kashmir. They demanded release of illegally detained political prisoners, including APHC chairman Masarrat Alam Butt. Meanwhile, India's infamous National Investigation Agency (NIA), during its ongoing drive, arrested many people in Srinagar, Budgam, Pulwama, and Shopian districts. The NIA also seized electronic devices and mobile phones during the house raids. Members of civil society staged a protest demonstration against lack of health facilities in Kashtawar district. The government employees from various departments also held a protest demonstration in Jammu in support of their pending demands. National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah, talking to media in New Delhi, castigated Modi regime for trying to score propaganda rather than focusing on the ground realities in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, where everyone is feeling unsafe. He warned New Delhi against detaining people across the valley, urging it to avoid getting into knee-jerk reactions just for the sake of showing that they are doing something. On the other hand, the widow of Sikh soldier Gajan Singh, who was killed in an attack in Rajouri district of occupied Jammu and Kashmir on October 11th, has called upon India to fulfill the aspirations for freedom of Kashmiri people. As per media reports, Harpreet Kaur, who hails from Punjab, India, asked Modi why he was getting sons of others killed for power. In India, retired Justice of Indian Supreme Court Rohitan Fali Nariman, speaking at a function in New Delhi, urged the top court to strike down the sedition law and offensive parts of the draconian Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. India-China standoff in Ladakh is an outcome of New Delhi's hegemonic and belligerent policy in the region. A report released by Kashmir Media Service today said India's hegemonic mindset is evident from the fact that it is involved in several conflicts with its neighbors.